Family and Friends, Special Edition, Grade 5 Student Book by Naomi Simmons and Tamsin Thompson.
Now let's move on to a game to relax and reinforce your knowledge that you have studied. And my game may quote, help in the crowd to drink water. I'm so thirsty. How can I drink water? So he asks all of you to help him drink the water by dropping 5 stones into the vase in order to rise the water. To have one stone, you have to guess one word right from a given phrase. Now let's begin. Number 1. When something is very, very big, it's enormous. Good. Now, drop in the vase. Now, number 2. Make yourself ready to do something. It means available for you to do. Now, what word? Prepare. Good. Now, drop it in the vase. Now, number 3. Make you anxious about something. It's difficult to sleep. Worry. Good. Now, one stone. Drop it in the vase. Now, another one. Let someone use something that is yours so that all of you play together. Share. Good. Now, drop it in the vase. Now, the last one. Unwilling to work. It means you don't want to do anything. Lazy. Good. Now, drop it in the vase. Good. Now, the crowd can drink water. What do you say? Thank you. You're welcome. Now, give all of you a big round of applause. My review, and now let's move on to the main part of the lesson today.
Listening 76. Listen to this fable and check the correct moral. 1.
The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Once there was a boy who looked after sheep every day up in the mountains. Nothing ever happened, and he was very bored.
2.
One day, he ran down the mountain to the market in the nearby village and shouted, "Help! Help! Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is going to eat the sheep!"
3.
The people ran up the mountain to help the boy, but there was no wolf. "It's a joke. There isn't really a wolf," said the boy, laughing.
4.
The people from the village were very angry with the boy. They didn't laugh at his joke.
5.
The next day, a wolf really did come to the mountains. The boy was very scared, so he ran to the village.
6.
Again he shouted, "Help! Help! Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is going to eat the sheep!" But this time, no one helped the boy. No one believed him. "There isn't really a wolf," they said, laughing. And then the wolf ate all the boy's sheep.
After listening to this fable and basing on the details of the pictures, so we can note the moral of this fable is never say things that are not true. So this box number 2. Now let's move on to the next line. In this part, I've separated the listening part. That's the face every picture so that you can choose the pictures easily. Now let's start with picture number 2 because the picture number 1 is already done. Now number 2.
2.
One day, he ran down the mountain to the market in the nearby village and shouted, "Help! Help! Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is going to eat the sheep!"
Pay attention to the details that the boys shouted for help, and the villagers are gathered to help the boy. So the word picture actually is about the details. Your answer is picture A. Good. Write down number 2 in picture A. Now, number 3.
3.
The people ran up the mountain to help the boy, but there was no wolf. It's a joke. There isn't really a wolf, said the boy, laughing.
You've heard the boys are laughing. So, which picture actually is about the smiling boy? Your answer is picture C. Good. Write down number 3 in picture C. Now, number 4.
4.
The people from the village were very angry with the boy. They didn't laugh at his joke.
The villagers were angry with the boy. Which picture actually is about the angry villagers? Your answer is picture D. Good. Write down number 4 in picture D. Now, number 5.
5.
The next day, a wolf really did come to the mountains. The boy was very scared, so he ran to the village.
Pay attention to a real wolf appearing, and the boys were so scared. So, which picture actually is about the details? Your answer is picture E. Good. Write down number 5 in picture E. Now, number 6.
6.
Again he shouted, "Help! Help! Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is going to eat the sheep!" But this time, no one helped the boy. No one believed him. "There isn't really a wolf," they said, laughing. And then the wolf ate all the boy's sheep.
Although the boys shouted for help, but the villagers didn't want to help the boys because they thought the boys told the lies again. So, which picture? Picture F. Good. Write down number 6 in picture F. You have finished this part really well. So, let's move on to the next slide. In this part, based on the boys who cried wolf and combine the pictures with the given words, we will tell the story. Now, let's begin. One day, a girl was bored. She went to the backyard, and her mom was in the kitchen. Suddenly, the girl shouted, "Oh, oh, there was a snake in the backyard!" Her mom ran to the backyard to help her, but there was no snake, said the girl, laughing. It's a show. The next day, a real snake really came. The girl was so scared and shouted, "Oh, oh, snake, snake!" But this time, her mom didn't believe her, and she said it was not true. So she stayed inside. The girl started to cry. That's the result of a lie. Now, let's move on to part 4. In this part, we will learn about the plural nouns, but some words stay the same in the plural, and some words are completely different. Now, let's start with part 4. Circle the plurals that are different. Underline the plurals that stay the same. Number 1 is already done, so we start with number 2. One face, two face. Different or the same? The same. So circle or underline. Underline. Good. Now number 3. One tooth, two teeth. Different or the same? Different. So circle or underline. Circle. Good. Now number 4. One sheep, two sheep. Different or the same? The same. So underline or circle. Underline. Good. Now number 5. One person, two people. Different or the same? Different. So circle or underline. Circle. Good. Now number 6. one woman, two women. Different or the same? Different. So circle or underline. Circle. Yeah, good. Now let's move on to about 5. Circle and write. There are two stories. Which one can you choose? Stories. Good. Circle stories. Yeah, the one equal the and the stories that you study such as the ants then the grasshopper or the boys who cried wolf. All of them are fables. So one needs to call the fable. Good. Now to the end, one needs to call the Foretell is a very old traditional story that was passed down to people in spoken form. Today, and we call foretell. Yeah, today and between fable today and foretell, which one today is a better story? Yeah, your answer is fable. Good. Why? Because it gives us a moral lesson. Good. All of you have finished this part really well. So now let's move on to do your homework. In this part, let's do your homework together. Part 1. Write the plural word. They give you the 6 words in the box, but all of them are singular. So before using them to fill in the blanks, we need to change them into the plural as follows: person into people, woman into women, foot into feet, tooth into teeth, sheep into sheep, fish into fish or fishy. Now, number 1 is already done, so we start with number 2. I brush my twice a day. What do you brush after getting up in the morning? Teeth. Good. Now, number 3. I can see trees in the river. What kind of creature that lives in water? Fish. Good. Now, number 4. There are 6 in my family. Instead of using the persons, what words can you use? People. Good. Now, the number 5. Goon comes from what kind of animal? Should I give you some goon? Sheep. Good. Now, number 6. There are 2 in the store. We have a last word. So, what were? Women. Good. Yeah, so they use women, not women, so because they use 2. So today is a plural, so you must use women. My lesson is here. Thank you for your watching. Bye for now.